Hi, welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm doing a property update. A lot of you guys have been talking to me about rentals here in the city and surrounding areas, and I thought, well, what better to do than come up here to Cornerstone Real Estate. If you're not sure where we are, have a look on the map now, guys. There's a pin map there so you know exactly where we are. Joining me today is Bo. How are you, sir? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She's so nervous, bless it. It's okay. We were doing really good before we pressed play on the camera. You were so, like, oh, I've got this easy. And now you're like, oh, I don't really know. Anyway, we're here today. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today. I'm really looking forward to this. So I get asked a lot of questions, and a lot of the questions I'm asked are about rentals. A lot of people want to come out here and they want to rent a property. So I thought, well, what better to do than come and ask you, because you're the expert in this situation, I'm not, and I want to ask you some questions. So one of the questions I'd like to ask you, please, Bob, is deposits.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that watch this channel, they say to me, oh, Trevor, I only have to pay 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. In your experience, what's the situation with deposits? Do we pay 3 months or 2 or 1? What do you think?
Well, usually in our company, what we do is we usually take 2 month deposit.
2 months, okay.
Yeah, and if 1 month deposit is, I feel like it doesn't fair for the owner, because if you leave early and sometimes the unit got destroyed or something wrong in the unit, that is a lot of value in the condo itself. So I think, for example, 10,000 is not can't cover a lot if the sofa or TV got damaged.
So like a 2 month deposit really helps the owner, because he's got a little bit more security there should something go wrong.
Yes, that's.
And is it common to see 3 months? Is that common?
In that way, I don't think it's common.
Yeah.
Because, but again, it's up to the owner.
So they could, if they want, charge 3 months if they wanted.
Yes, it also if both agree to let, if the tenant agree to let owner charge 3 months, but that is not common.
Okay.
Yeah.
And regarding like 2 months, you said here, I understand here you take 2 months, is that correct?
Correct. That is the standard of what we do in the company.
The standard, okay.
Yeah.
So guys that are watching this, you know, if you do pay 1 month, obviously it's a bit risky.
Yeah.
3 months, that's down to really, if they decide that with the owner and say, look, I don't really want to pay 3 months, but the owner says you have to pay 3 months, well then you've got to pay the 3. But if you come here, the standard is 2 months, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wandering around the city, I found somewhere that I like, and I think, you know what, I like this place. And I'm happy to pay, whether it be 1, 2 or 3 months deposit, whatever they've asked, I thought, yeah, I'm happy with that. Before I actually sign the contract, and before I move in, what are the things that I should be aware of? What should I be thinking before I sign the contract? Because when you take over a property, it's exciting. You know, it's like, yeah, it's Christmas, I've got a new thing. And sometimes we forget to check this or check that. What things do you, in your experience, think we should be checking?
Okay, well, first thing first, when you move in, we will do the inventory photo to basically protect both of you, owner and you as a tenant, before the occupancy.
So when I move in, if I don't utilize you and I don't think, oh yeah, you should recommend always take photos.
Yes.
And photos and videos?
Only photos.
Only photos.
But we take all the photo with all the details. So it's going to be a lot of photo taking, and then we keep it to compare it when you move out.
Okay. Yeah. And in terms of the contract, is there anything in the contract you should look for? So if I read the contract, should it be for 6 months, or 12 months, or 1 month? What do I need to concentrate on? Is there anything in there you think, oh, you must check that, check the term, how long, check all those things?
So the standard company is minimum of 6 month contract.
6 months, okay.
Yes. So, and right now the rental demand is quite high. Most owner would want 1 year contract.
Really?
However, the minimum is 6 months. Yeah.
So right now there's quite a lot of demand for rentals.
Correct.
And so that in turn gets the owner the opportunity to say, well, I don't want 1 or 3 months, I want 12 months.
Yes.
So when I'm looking right now, is that kind of the norm, like 6 to 12 months, that what we're looking at?
Different company has different doing. In our company is like 6 months, because if the property just like costs 10,000 and I have to take care of you, for example, 3 months, that
It's got to be for 6 months to make it worth your while as well.
Correct.
I mean, what I will do is I want to talk to you about that as well, because I'm thinking about this now as me. I don't want to come to Cornerstone. I don't want any help. I'm going to do this on my own.
Yeah.
Because I know that what I want to speak about is, well, why should you come to Cornerstone? And these are one of the things you said about that you help us and that you'll take care of all these things. So guys, remember, first thing is make sure that you've agreed the deposit. Number 2 is make sure when you move in, you take photos of everything.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the length of contract. And
Yeah.
right now you're saying it's got to be 6 months to 12 months. That's the normal right now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I've even got myself a list. Look, guys, I'm super prepared. Electric and water.
Yes.
Who pays for that?
Electric and water will be tenant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you move in, you pay the electric and you pay the water. And is there a standard electric charge, or is that down to the landlord? He can charge what he wants.
That in the most standard of the condo is water is paid with the juristic office,
Yeah.
and electricity will be the government rate.
Okay, the government rate.
Yes.
And that's something that I wanted to ask you. You need to check that, don't you? Because I've heard sometimes the horror stories that the tenants having to pay like another 2 or 3 bar on top of the electric.
Yes.
So again, that's something they need to check.
But we always told our client that the electric and water rate before they sign any contract.
Right, okay.
Correct.
And do you go back to the owner and say, this is what you can charge? You say to them, look, you can't be charging 10 bar a unit, you can only charge the government rate.
Luckily, our owner mostly know that they don't come into how much they can charge on electric and water.
Okay,
Yep.
understand. Okay, cool. I found a property. I'm just going to move in. I'm happy with what I've got. When I come to moving out, what are the things that, as a person on my own, not using you, but on my own, what are the things I need to be thinking about when I move out? Because I guess you're going to get that word deposit and damage. They're going to put the two together.
Yeah.
Where do I stand with that? Is that easy for me to try and argue and say, no, I didn't do that? Or where do I go on my own?
Well, I would say I would recommend to take inventory photo as when you occupancy before you occupancy the place, because that will protect you and the owner, that you can't accuse each other as like that is been there and that is not there before. So that will be the best option to do. Yeah.
All right, cool. And contracts, are the contracts in Thai or in English?
So our contract, we have both English, Thai, and English and Thai.
English.
So it's 3 versions.
English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, excellent. So you've got English, Thai, and English Thai?
Yes, for example, if the owner is foreigner, basically foreign to foreign, we use English.
Okay.
And Thai, if it's Thai to Thai, then we use the Thai version. So if, for example, the owner is Thai and the tenant is English, we use the Thai English version.
Ah, right, okay. And those contracts that you put in place, I guess they're legally binding in terms of what's written in Thai. Do you need to go and get that transfer? So if I'm on my own, I mean, I know if you do it for me, you're going to take care, but if I'm on my own and it's in Thai, is it wise for me to go and check it with a lawyer and say, can you please read this and check I'm okay?
Yeah, but why not come to us instead? We already do the job for you.
I'm just trying to paint the bad picture so you can paint the good picture. We're getting there, don't worry. I'm so keen. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. Right, okay. When I'm in the property, so I've rented the property and I haven't come to see Bob. I'm not coming to see you. I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm in my property. What's the responsibility for me if things go wrong or things break? So like a light bulb, I understand that's really my responsibility.
Yeah.
But what about things like air conditioning and big structures and fixtures? Whose responsibility is that?
Well, we have to come to talking where if it's broke on is because it's age or you just, for example, I think the best example would be the TV. For example, if it just doesn't work and then we will have someone looking at it and then they will give us the answer what is wrong with it. If it's just because it's getting old, it doesn't work anymore, then the owner will be responsible. And if it's, for example, one day you got drunk and then you broke the TV, that is going to be on your own.
One day I got drunk. I was a bit worried when you said it was old. I thought you were going to talk about me then. I did. I mean, it's a really good point though, because I know in my rental contract, it's not specific. It doesn't detail everything. It just says that fixtures and fixtures, it's down to either the tenant or the landlord. And I've had it in the past, like when I used to rent a house over on the east side, my dog was only a puppy and he destroyed the front door.
Okay.
So I knew I had to repair that.
Yeah.
Then on the other side of the coin, I've had situations where it's half and half, like is it me, is it them? And I've ended up paying because obviously I'm dealing with a Thai landlord. But these are sort of things that you can help with.
Yeah, we can help both you as a tenant or the owner come to middle ground and good agreement without any issue.
So you're like an umpire, like a referee.
In a way.
Right? You got the red cards, red and yellow cards. Yeah. Right, last one. Oh, we've done the rental period now. Right, so that's that one done. Okay, boss. So we spoke about if I want to go out there and do it on my own, and clearly there are a lot of things out there that I need to be aware of. Yeah. That maybe, you know, and you guys watching this, you might feel the same, that maybe we don't actually think about. So let's say I walk through that door in Cornerstone and I come sit down with you and I want to rent a property. What do you do to help me get everything in place? How do you provide the service to make sure that I'm in safe hands? What do we do when I walk in? So I come into you and say, Bob, I want to rent a property and I've got 15,000 baht a month to spend and I want to look at this area. What do you do?
Well, we will listen to what your requirement yes, and what will suit you the most. For example, if you are a city person, when we will recommend you in the city, and if you are family or working, for example, if you need to reach to Bangkok or Rayong or thing that we would recommend East Pattaya because that also next to the highway, so you can get easier to.
So when you say a city, what you mean is if I'm out getting drunk again?
No, I'm not. That is not what I mean.
Do you live in the city?
No, I prefer quiet life.
Okay, so we've established then that when I walk in, the first thing we're going to do is talk about what do I need in terms of what am I looking for. I'm looking for like a quiet environment. Yes. I'm looking for a hectic environment, a busy city, going drinking, all that kind. So when I find an area, I mean, roughly how many properties do you think you would show me where I want to go? So like I say to you, I want to go to Jomtien, I want to be near the beach. How many properties do you look at and recommend to me?
Right now that is come to my head is quite maybe between 5 places.
So you'd find me 5 different places?
Yes.
And with these places that I look for and I say, look, okay, Bar, what I want to do is I want near the beach, but I need a swimming pool or I need this. And you go and find all these areas. Is that because you've got such a big database?
Yes, we have over 3,000 property in our company currently.
3,000?
Correct.
And are they new builds or old? Are they both?
It's a mix. For example, the houses now is we have many new projects built, so it's going to be mixed between old and new.
Yeah, because when I ride around, there's so many new developments.
Yeah.
The city's really busy. There's so many new places. Even I live over by Wai.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a massive new housing project being built. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's become very popular now with the houses and pool villa. So that is a good sign.
Yeah, right. It means the city's on the up.
Yeah.
So I come in, I explain what I'm looking for. You look on your database of 3,000 properties right now.
Yes.
And then you come up with a short list of 5 different properties.
Yes.
Okay, and then when we go out, we look at the property. Let's just say that I think, do you know what? Perfect, I want this one.
Yeah.
So now I want to rent and I'm going to use your services. What's next?
So then I will have to explain the process of renting it, how you're going to do it, and how we're going to provide it. For example, if you go rental on your own, you would just sign the contract. The owner can't explain to you what the next step is, or if they have a problem. Again, we have this language thing when the owner is Thai, or basically you don't speak the same language. And we can help you that. We can meet a middleman, we can find a common ground and help you through the process during your stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first thing you'll do is you'll speak to the landlord and explain that you've got a customer who wants to rent this property.
Yes.
Do you take care of all the inventory and the deposit and everything? Do you take care of all of that?
Yes, we take care of all that.
And you mentioned earlier on about your company here in Cornerstone, the average is 2 month deposit, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you're going to pay 2 months deposit, guys. And when I move in, do you come out there with me and check everything?
Yes, we will. I will check you in, read the electricity and water meter.
Yeah.
Then it's fair for you because you start to pay when you move in.
Yeah.
And we take all the picture and all the damage that has been there before.
Okay.
And so when you move out, it's not going to be on your part of paying that.
Okay, understand. So I'm in the contract now. I'm living where I want to live. I'm happy, but it's come to a time when I need to move out.
Okay.
And it's my time to say, right, I've got to go. I want to change location. I'm going to go back to my home country, whatever. How easy is it to move out and get my deposit back?
It's not. It's not difficult at all. We just gonna go and check if there's nothing damaged, and you pay all your utilities, and then we will refund your deposit. It can be done within 2 days maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your experience, Bob, is it better, because one of the things I've done is I've rented on my own,
Yeah.
and when it came to my deposit, they went, bye-bye. I was like, really? So I didn't get, because I come to Cornerstone, because I use you as a company, is it better for me to try and get my deposit back because I'm using a company than it is if I just do it on my own? Is it better with you guys?
Yeah, I would say yes, because if you rent on your own, you don't have the middle person. Like us, to have us is like have a witness as well. So we can be negotiate. Sometimes it can be difficult to get your deposit back when you just rent it from the owner.
Yeah.
But we can negotiate that with the owner if owner can be difficult. But our client, our owner, mostly being really nice and being really easy with us. So as long as we say there's nothing, they would believe us, and they refund it.
Okay. Yeah. And I suppose, and again, I'm painting a bad picture, but if things went really bad and I wasn't happy that I didn't get my deposit back, because I don't believe that what was wrong was my fault.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because you're a company, then I know you don't do it yourself, but you could recommend a legal a lawyer or someone that you could utilize, say, well, go and speak to this person, they can help you out.
Yeah. Yeah, in our company, we're dealing with couples of attorney.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can recommend that. We have been working with them since the company is open, so that we have good relationship with them. And as long as you like, maybe you mention us, then they will absolutely help you 100%.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So the emphasis then, guys, is by using a company and come up here into Cornerstone and speak to Bob, then you got that added security. If things were to go wrong, you've got that security. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you.
Thank you.
You've done very, very well. She was so nervous, bless her. But before I go, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Right now, where is a place that you think, do you know what, this is a really popular area? Because a lot of people will be watching this and they'll be thinking, do you know what, I want to come out for 6 months or a year, I'd like to rent, and they don't know where to stay. Maybe they want to stay in the city, maybe in Jomtien or East Pattaya or Pattaya. Where, in your opinion, right now, and this is only just an opinion, so don't worry, but where do you think right now is a good place to stay?
Well, I would say I would have to go back to what your normal daily living life is. Yeah, because if you like the area, but it's not suit for your living, then I wouldn't recommend it. I would say go for what your daily routine is, and then you will be happier with the place. Because if you just say this area is popular, but in the end you find out this is not for me, then you have to stuck there for a year or 6 months at least.
I'll tell you one thing that does often get overlooked is transport.
Yes.
People don't realise, oh yeah, that's a really nice place, but they don't think, how am I going to get to here, or how am I going to get to there? Am I on the BART bus route, or am I going to get taxis or motorbike taxis? And it's often something that people don't think about, but I guess you advise people to say, look, this is on the BART bus route, so this is good for transport.
Yeah, we always have asked that question to our client, like if you drive motorbike or if you have a car. If then they say no, then we will say, okay, maybe you should go to this place because they have this public transport, then you can easy to go to the town or to the beach.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, there we go, guys. There you are. You've heard it straight from Bob, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, all I can say is, if you are going to come out here and rent, take the time, even if you think you know everything about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, take the time just to come and have a chat. Maybe they've got more properties on the available marketplace than what you can find, because if you're like me, you look like Facebook and all the other usual stuff, but guys, 3,000. And the nice thing is that Bob is going to do all the work for you, because you're going to say, I want this, and this. And I know I'm going to end up in the middle of LK Metro. That's where she's going to put me. All right, brilliant. Well, listen, I'll put Bob's email in the description below, so please get in touch. I'll put all the contact details for you, and then people can get in touch with you by email.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So, yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Lee.
Thank you.
It's been a lot more enjoyable for me than I know it has for you. She's so scared. Bless her. I can't do this. I can't do it. Martin, the boss, he's done one. Yeah. He's just left. He's gone and left it to it. Honestly, lead by example. Actually, I didn't want him on there because he goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Didn't he? He talks and talks and talks.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Anyway, right, that's it from us guys today. Thank you very much, Lee, for watching. Like I say, all jokes aside, if you are looking for somewhere to rent, even if you want to buy somewhere, you know, please come up, come and see Bob, come and see the guys here at Cornerstone. They're a great team. I've worked alongside these guys for many years. They're very, very professional and very, very thorough. All right, that's it from me. That's it from Bob. Thank you very much for watching. Please, as always, guys, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look on Discord. They've got a page on our Discord, so they're posting regular stuff there and sharing information. A great opportunity to connect with Bob on Discord, and you can ask the questions there if you don't want to come up. So have a look on Discord, guys. And that's it from us today. Thank you so much indeed. It's been a pleasure. Guys, thank you very much indeed for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.